one of the bigger debates of the past 8 years has been the balance of power between the legislative and the executive branches. Some saying that it's kind of tilted in the favor of the executive branch. If you could comment on that, and specifically, if there were another situation similar to Iraq in the future, would you only commit troops if there was a declaration of war and not only a resolution of force? Would you require an act of declaration to commit a large number of troops to a field of battle?
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. I don't concede anymore. Executive, judicial, legislative, I think they're all balancing far too much power. And I think we need to return that power back to the states and to the people themselves. So the War Powers Act, let's remember that it wasn't passed to give more power to the executive. It was passed so that Congress could avoid responsibility for decisions under Article 1 of our Constitution. They didn't want to be responsible for decisions of war and peace. Well, that's their job. And I would absolutely vote to repeal the War Powers Act. That didn't work, and there was a situation where use of force was debated in Congress. I would introduce a declaration of war so that at least we could have an honest debate, and we wouldn't see what we're seeing now, where members who voted for the declaration of force in Iraq are now trying to say, no, we didn't support the war. I think members of Congress should be on record one way or the other. As to whether I would then support the use of force, that obviously has to be up to the situations that dictate it, but I would at least fight for an honest debate over whether we go to war or not.